Hi guys, I am just finishing up a couple of little things here before we get started. I ended up in messages a little bit longer than I meant to be tonight. Yeah, I know. I'm still getting used to this earlier 9:30 start time myself. I've got to kind of adjust adjust how I do everything there, I think. So if you give me just a second here, I'm just trying to get the spreadsheet ready to go. And once that manages to cooperate with me, then we're going to be off to the races tonight. We're opening three different things: an autographed basketball jersey, an 8-box case of playbook football, and then a full case of contenders basketball. Yeah, right? That'll be fun. All of our others have been half cases, so this is going to be our first go round with a full case of this year. Anyway, I think I hit the camera there. Sorry, but maybe we're back on track. All right, I think my spreadsheet is finally going to cooperate with me. We may, guys, end up with a thing or two available. I'm going to, of course, wait until we get to the start of each break, and if there's still some stuff that might be sitting there unpaid, it's possible that we could have a thing or two available tonight. In the meantime, let's take a look at some information that we have to go over here. And of course, the first thing there that you see is just a note about my feedback. That is to let you know that I have my feedback completely automated on eBay. And I do that just simply so that you don't ever have to wait on me. So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get positive feedback in return. The other thing, of course, is a note to say thank you. I do appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats and hangs out with me. So whatever brings you by tonight, I'm glad you're spending part of your Wednesday evening with me. Hopefully we're going to make it worthwhile for you. We're taking a look right now at auctions that are up and running on eBay. This is the stuff that will be ending over the course of the next few days. So we should have a lot more fun on tap. Please keep in mind, you'll see it up there at the top, our new start time is going to be pretty much 9:30, at least through the winter. Now, we may slide back a little bit when we get into the summer and things, but from tonight moving forward, you can kind of plan on a 9:30 start time as our new normal, if you will. So tomorrow night we'll open an autographed football jersey, an 8-box case of Bowman's Best Baseball, a 16-box master case of Revolution Basketball. On Friday night, we're going to open some TriStar Hidden Treasures autographed mini football helmets. That's going to be a half case break, and it is the back half of a case that we started last night, was it? I think, right, guys? I think it was last night. Quickly, how quickly I lose track, right? Then we will also roll into some Bowman Draft Baseball, and that will be the start of a brand new case. That's the jumbo. So there's, 1,700 or so cards in there. It'll take us a while. On Saturday, we'll open a 12-box case of Optic Football. That's the only thing we're going to open Saturday. On Sunday, we're going to open Onyx Premier Gear Baseball. I've had this here for a couple months. Haven't gotten around to listing it until now. It is a player break, okay? So instead of the spots being listed by team name, it's going to be listed by player name. So just be aware of that. And that's all game-used things. It can be gloves, hats, jerseys, balls, shoes, bats, can be about anything from what I'm told. We will also open ourselves a 10-box case of Leaf Best of Football on Sunday night as well. On Monday, we'll open a Hit Parade Triple Play baseball box. That's got the 3 autographed memorabilia items in it, a baseball, a jersey, and a photograph. We'll open another 8-box case of Playbook and another 12-box full case of Contenders basketball on Monday night. So that's what the days ahead look like. For tonight, once again, this is a lot of information on here. First up will be the autographed basketball jersey, then Playbook football, then Contenders basketball. Free shipping break is the jersey break. Anytime you break with me and it has completely free shipping, I project it to go out about a week after the fact. Now, often it's able to go out sooner than that, but it should come to you or be on the way to you no later than Wednesday the 9th, a week from today, and probably sooner. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that's Playbook and Contenders. Guys, I'm projecting that to go out Monday, and if I can get it to you faster than that, I will. But of course, between the holiday, and you guys know I've been sick, I'm finally feeling better, but we had 4 or 5 days there where I was really quite sick, and then the holiday factored in. A little off my game in terms of shipping time. I'm trying desperately to catch up. If I can get it out faster than Monday, I will, but otherwise look for it to be Monday. Consolation cards, if you're in one of these breaks, won't apply to Contenders. Everybody's going to pull something there. But if you're in Playbook or the Jersey break and your team is not pulled, you are entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year, any series. I keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. If you're in the free shipping break, which is the Jersey break, I typically hold on to the consolation cards until the next time you have a package heading out. Then at that point, I would just gather up any that you were due and send them all out to you at once. If you don't want to wait on that, you just drop me a message and let me know. I'll get you taken care of. If you're in Playbook and you get skunked, your consolation cards will ship out with the rest of the break since it's a paid shipping break. So first up tonight is 2018 Gold Rush Series 2 Autograph Basketball Jersey. It's break number 5. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Wednesday night, the 2nd of January. We've got team names on the left-hand side, and of course, the eBay user ID of our winning bidder is across from each team on the right-hand side. We will have a brand new spreadsheet that will go up before the start of each break, so if you're in one of the other breaks that isn't the Jersey, hang tight. You're going to see your name up there shortly. Finally, I'm manually setting the focus here. When I do that, it does make your background look a little bit blurry. But please don't worry, we're going to be able to see everything without any problems whatsoever. I just like to look at it all up nice and close. So I think that is it, other than, let me check chat here, and then we can get started opening that up. Gio's here. Happy New Year to you as well. Ezekiel's here. Scott. Barwari is here. And Jimmy is here. Jimmy, you know what, Jimmy, sometimes people tell me the spreadsheet will look out of focus to them, and I think it is, we went through this once, and I don't remember if it was when you were using the desktop browser or using the app, but one way sometimes it looks out of focus. It's in fact not, but what you need to do is just refresh the page. It only comes into play apparently when the spreadsheet is up, and that only happens for a few people. Most people don't have that problem. A few do. Usually, if you refresh the page, it will take care of it. All right. Scott, they wouldn't give you any luck on the Topps redemption. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I was hopeful that they would. Somebody was in one of our breaks the other night and said they had had some luck. Maybe they were talking about baseball then instead of football. So I'm sorry to hear that. Orlando is here. Hi, Orlando. All right, guys, this is JSA certified. Right there's our card, our JSA sticker on the item. That's actually the most important one, and it will match up with your card. And it's Steve Kerr. We've been on a little bit of a Steve Kerr roll lately, and of course, this was when he was he played for the Bulls. He's obviously a coach now, but this is on the Bulls jersey to represent when he played for them. So our autographed jersey tonight is out for the Chicago Bulls. And Jay Allen is here. Hi, Jay Allen. How are you tonight? Roy's here. And who else did I miss here in chat? I guess Roy says I'm not going fast enough for him. Well, Roy, I'm sorry. We're doing the best we can here. We're doing the best we can. All right, guys. So we have got Playbook football, I believe, a team available. I'm going to check right now to see if that has been paid or not, which it hasn't. Our unfortunate New Year's trend of people not paying is continuing onward. So we've got the Denver Broncos available in Playbook football. Last bid amount on it was $73, it looks like. If anyone wants the Denver Broncos, please speak now or forever hold your peace. If you're interested in them, then let's let's talk about it. Let's try to make something happen and find a home for it. Meanwhile, while we're waiting to see if anyone is interested in that, let's go ahead and put this up. I'm imagining everyone has seen this by now. If you haven't, please take a moment, review the information there. It's important info about your shipping and etc. We are getting ready to open an 8-box case of 2018 Playbook football. This is break number 5. And once again, it ended tonight, Wednesday, the 2nd of January. We've got team names on the left, bidders on the right. Of course, our unpaid team is the Broncos, you guys are aware of. And if someone is interested in that, I'll be checking chat here in a minute to see if someone wants to pick that up or not. And let's take a look and see who is that. Let's see. Jay Allen, you're not in this one. You'll be back for basketball. Okay. Orlando, you said you would do 55 on the Broncos. Scott, you're asking the price on the Broncos. Guys, the last bid amount was 73. We currently have an offer of 55. Dustin says he has some interest in it, and so does Dick, and Butch is offering 60. So guys, just jump in there. If you're interested, jump in there and let me know what price you're interested in paying, and we'll get this wrapped up and get that taken care of, and one of you can be the new proud owner of the Broncos team tonight, since our winning bidder didn't manage to get it paid. All right, so Dick, you're at 65. So Butch, are you giving it over to Dick, or if you want to jump in there and go ahead of him, just jump in and let me know who's going to end up with it. And as soon as we get that squared away, then we'll be moving on into getting Playbook opened. And guys, you know, I'm sorry we have to stop and do this. I know this is a drag. I don't like doing it either. But at the same time, I've got so much unpaid stuff. You can't just leave it hanging out there, because then, you know, the next thing you know, it becomes a lot of money sitting out there waiting that never gets paid. So that's what we're trying to avoid here. All right, so Dustin is at 68, I think, looks like where we are right now. Butch was at 67. Dustin came in and said 68. Okay, so now Dick said 70. Okay. So, all right, guys, so we're at 70 right now on the Broncos. And just if you're, let me know if we're good with that, or if someone is still interested in advancing that, and so we can work on getting it squared away here. All right, so it looks like then, all right, Dustin says he's in at 72. So is that where we're going to settle, guys? And meanwhile, I'm going to, in a second, once I get these boxes out of here, what I will do is type in for you my PayPal email address. And if you would be so kind as to send it over there, then that will save us some time if I don't have to invoice it. All right, so Dustin, it looks like Dustin, it's going to be you at 72 is where we are. So Dustin, right now I am typing in my PayPal email address. So if you want to go ahead and shoot that over to PayPal and let me know, please, when that is squared away. I will update the spreadsheet here in a moment, and we'll put that back up right after the break as well, so that you can see that we've switched that over to belong to Dustin. Oh, look at that. Jay Allen, you helped me out too, typing it in there. Thank you, sir. Yeah, guys, that is what I use for PayPal. It's like an email address that I've had for a zillion years. But because I've had it for a zillion years, I don't want to get rid of it, because I use it for a lot of auto pay and things that I don't feel like changing over. I don't really check it for correspondence, though, FYI. So if ever you are looking for me, the best way to hit me up is typically going to be by eBay messages. Orlando, you're looking for your Peyton Manning. We didn't find your Peyton the other day, did we? We got to try harder to find it today. And we didn't find it yet for you. But hopefully tonight we'll have some good luck. Jay Allen, you said you've seen it enough, you've got it memorized. I know, we had a really good run where we did not have a lot of problem with unpaid stuff. And then just all of a sudden, starting right around New Year's, maybe a day or two before New Year's Eve, we started with, you know, I don't know what the deal is. Is everybody not paying for their stuff suddenly? All right, guys, let me update the spreadsheet here. If you would give me a moment, please, to get that squared away so that we can reflect where that is headed now. So give me just a minute here. And Dustin, if you can please just jump in and let me know when PayPal has been taken care of, I would also appreciate that. And I'm going to go in and cancel the original order since the guy did not pay for it. Get him out of here. And fix our spreadsheet. All right, so that takes care of Part A, and Part B are now officially squared away. For some reason, my browser's acting up tonight, but we'll worry about that later, I guess. All right, so, yeah. All right, so Dustin, you said you've sent it over. We are good to go. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And now you said you just need to get yourself a 1 of 1 to make up for it. Well, I like that plan. I like that plan quite a bit. So we can try to do that for you. Always appreciate everyone picking up unpaid teams when you do. I always hope that we find good luck for you when you help us out with that. And as always, thank everyone else for your patience while we sort through those sorts of things. You can thank your fellow non-paying eBay people when we have to deal with that. Of course, I shouldn't even put them in the same category as you guys, though, because you guys are all really good about getting everything squared away on time, which I do appreciate. Michael Thomas and the Saints is first out. That is numbered to 299. Jimmy's like all excited, Saints. Exactly. Dustin, you said the Mayfield 1 of 1 vault sold on eBay last week for $4,600. Wow. We pulled the 1 of 1 vault for, who was it out of the last case, guys? It was a really nice looking card, but I can't remember who the player was. It was a rookie. This is Cardinals to 299. Of course, you've got triple relics on there for your rookies there for the Cardinals. Kansas City Chiefs have a hit with Mr. Travis Kelce. Autograph and relic numbered to 25 for your big tight end there for Kansas City. And our first booklet, this one, guys, definitely you can see there's a little white there along the fold of it. We're going to see that quite often on these booklets where they've been opened up to be signed or have the materials inserted or whatever. That is numbered to 99. It's for the Buccaneers. You've got a very nice 4-color relic, actually 5-color relic, and the autograph, hard-signed autograph, of course. Little ding down here in that lower corner as well. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Orlando, the Philip Lindsay. We have pulled Philip Lindsay out of here, but it has been, we haven't seen him in a case or two, so maybe we're due to hit Mr. Lindsay again for you. Le'Veon Bell to 299 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ito Smith comes out for the Falcons, and Ito is numbered to 199. Tennessee Titans have got a hit. Signature Materials Corey Davis Maybe a few imperfections, edges and corners, nothing too extreme. That is numbered to 149 for the Tennessee Titans. Our booklet here is the Cardinals and Christian Kirk. Once again, same as before. We've got a little white along the fold. This one is numbered to 49. And you got an excellent patch. Really nice relic. And once again, your hard signed autograph for the Cardinals. Yes, Dustin, let's try to find you a Philip Lindsay. I do see a Bronco coming out of this pack. You probably saw the little Bronco head too, so we know we're going to get you at least something. Kareem Hunt, Kansas City Chiefs. That is numbered to 299 with your relic. For the Jets, Mr. Sam Darnold makes an appearance for New York. It is to 199. Christian Kirk, Arizona Cardinals. And Christian is numbered to 49. That one, of course, a sticker autograph. I know, Orlando, I haven't forgotten about your Peyton Manning. I'm going to work on your Peyton Manning, too. Don't worry. Don't worry. It is Deshaun Hamilton to 125. Same as before. Some imperfections there on your fold. A little imperfection down there on the bottom corner. And your nice hard-signed autograph and relic inside for Deshaun Hamilton and the Broncos. So the Fates have rewarded you for being kind and picking up the extra team. We appreciate it. Kiki for the Texans. And Kiki is numbered to 199. Kyle Lauletta and the Giants. I wish that was Saquon Barkley. I know you probably do too if you have the Giants, right? That numbered to 199 on Lauletta. Oh, boo. This is one of our hits replaced by rewards point, but you know what that means? It means we probably got a pretty good hit somewhere in this case, because otherwise we wouldn't have those points. Oh, look here. Could this be it with Baker Mayfield to 99? Maybe. Maybe. A little Baker Mayfield action coming up there. Your hard-signed autograph and relic, and the Browns with Baker to 99 with your booklet hit. I tell you what, guys, this is giving me some kind of a streaming weird message. Bear with me a second. I'm going to close out the browser that's in the background. I think it's freezing up or something, the one we use for random, and it's causing other stuff to act up. So I'm closing that browser out, and then I'm going to put it back in place and see if we can't get that to calm down a slight little bit here. So hang tight 1 second. Yeah, let's see if that calms down. It just was popping up with a little error message, and I noticed that browser was frozen in the background, so I think that's what it was. It just needed to be forced closed and then opened back up. For the Ravens, Jaleel Scott. It's a really nice looking relic. It's numbered to 50, and I wish it was Lamar Jackson, but it's actually one of the better relics you get for the Ravens, unless you get part of the little crest, and that's always nice, but you don't see that very often. Cooper Kupp for the Rams, numbered also to 50. Ben Kurt for the Falcons. You don't see him come out a lot. And that one is not numbered. Oddly enough, this year in Playbook, there's a few cards that aren't numbered, which is kind of odd because Playbook has always been numbered. That's just part of the way this series works, but there's one or two in every case in this not numbered. So again, a little bit of white along your edges, just where it's been, I'm sure, opened. Numbered to 49, you have Michael Gallup and the Dallas Cowboys. Relic and autograph. A couple of these packs feel fatter than the other ones, like that one in particular. So let's save it to very last. It feels like it's fatter. Another Kyle Lauletta. Come on, man. Why can't you give us a Saquon, Panini? Browns fan, you're happy for your Baker Mayfield. Okay, ma'am. Well, good. Congratulations on that. To 199, Kyle Lauletta, Giants. Mark Walton and the Bengals. Mark Walton comes out of almost everything. Numbered to 199. Falcons hit again. Tevin Coleman, X's and O's. Tevin is numbered to 49, relic and sticker autograph. Another Bronco booklet, no less. And this one is numbered to 99, and it's your good defensive player, Bradley Chubb, which, you know, that one you don't pull a whole lot. That's an excellent hit for the Broncos. So 2 booklets coming out for Denver. Not too shabby. Turns out to be a nice pickup, Dustin. So definitely the fate's rewarding you a little bit there. So good karma from picking that up. Jamon Moore and the Packers to 49. Auden Tate, Bengals. And Auden is numbered to 49. Clay Matthews, that's cool, for the Packers. We've got something happening right there. Guys, it looks like part of the color maybe is chipped away right there, kind of on the T and the E. I'm assuming that you can pick that up. See that on the camera? There's a little bit of that imperfection on the back. And Mr. Clay Matthews is numbered to 49. If I can get it tilted at the right angle, maybe you can see that number. Sometimes the glare back from the camera makes it tough. Oh, Vikings. What the what? Vikings are about to be happy. This is numbered to 10. You can see again little you know, edge imperfections up along the top, a little along the crease. You have Nexus to 10. I love those booklets, and you don't pull them very often. It's Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, and Stephon Diggs. All 3 really nice size relics. It's a very cool card. And again, you know, you just don't pull these very often. Well, it's numbered to 10, so you would know that. But pretty cool hit if you've got the Vikings. Alrighty, here comes the last one out. This is the one that I actually thought felt a little bit thicker than the one we just opened that had Nexus in it. Those were the 2 that I thought might have a little something extra in them. So we'll see if I'm right about the last one. Mike White, Dallas Cowboys. That is numbered to 50. Another Baker Mayfield. So if you've got the Browns, you're not doing too shabby. That's a decent looking relic. Got part of a letter or a number there, numbered to 50. It's actually a really good relic if you have the Browns, because there's not a lot of options with your relics with the Browns. So it's better than decent. It's actually quite good considering how the uniforms are constructed for the Browns. Matt Breida, 49ers, numbered to 199, relic and sticker auto. Here's a vault, and it's the Patriots to 10, Sony Michel. And same as before, maybe some minor imperfections, nothing too terribly outrageous. And that is our first vault with this orientation. You know, normally they're like that. But this one, a nice horizontal orientation, a really good selection of relics all the way around. Football here, pieces of the uniform, maybe some cleat or something else. It's a sticker auto in the middle, but that's a nice little hit there for Sony Michel and the Patriots. So we ended up with a couple of good extra little hits in there, aside from our Baker Mayfield treasure. Now we have got this that we need to hand out. This is a 250 points card. It came out in place of one of our hits. I'm sure anybody who's broken Panini before, you guys have probably seen that come out lots and lots of times. Here's what we do with them. We're going to take it and drop it over in random.org and give it away that way. So let me make sure I got our previously frozen page up, which we do, so we're good there. I'm going to bring you along with me. It's going to be pretty easy. We can also take this moment to see where I put in the second chance there for Dustin. So Dustin, you can see we plugged you in where you picked up that team. Once again, thank you for that. And I'm going to copy all of our team names. Then we'll roll here over to random.org. I think I'll take you first so I don't leave you. Come along behind you. Paste them in here, and I'll scroll down through it so that you can see that each of the teams was correctly copied and pasted in, each of our 32 teams. And because we have so many items in this list, we're only going to do random one single time. I only do it multiple times if we have a list of 9 or fewer items. If you got 10 or more, I do it once. So good luck, everyone. We are sending this to the Chicago Bears. So the Bears taking home our 250 points card tonight. So let me get that all labeled up, and then we're going to recap playbook. As soon as our playbook recap is finished, then we're going to head right into basketball. So don't wander too far if you're here for contenders. You're just, 4 or 5 minutes, and we'll be rolling right through it. Corey, hey Corey, how's it going? Dustin, you said it's a good thing you got the Broncos because your other team got nothing. Sometimes it does work out that way, doesn't it? All right, so 250 points were awarded to the Bears using random.org. Christian Kirk for the Cardinals, Sam Darnold and the Jets, Matt Breida for the 49ers, Mike White and the Dallas Cowboys. We have Auden Tate for the Bengals, the Packers, Jamon Moore, Tevin Coleman for the Falcons, Kyle Lauletta for the Giants, Cooper Kupp shows up for the Rams, Jaleel Scott for the Ravens, with a really nice patch for the Ravens, by the way. It's a very nice chunk of cloth for the Ravens. Kyle Lauletta and Kiki for the Texans. Next up, Baker Mayfield with a relic to 50. There's a nice Clay Matthews to 49 for the Packers. Here comes Mark Walton and the Bengals. Kurt Benkert showed up for the Falcons. Chiefs don't go home empty-handed. You've got Kareem Hunt, I think one more in here. Corey Davis for the Titans. Ito Smith, Falcons. The Steelers hit with Le'Veon Bell. Travis Kelce is your other hit to 25 if you've got the Kansas City Chiefs with the relic and the sticker autograph. Arizona Cardinals with triple threats, relics, and Michael Thomas for the Saints. Now all of our fun little booklets, everybody's favorite. We have Bradley Chubb for the Broncos, which belongs to Dustin, which he was kind enough to pick up the Broncos tonight. Michael Gallup to 49 for the Dallas Cowboys. Here comes Baker Mayfield. That is a really cool hit if you have the Browns. My only beef is Baker needs to take up some more space, man. I have said that about his autograph since day one. He's got the tiniest little autograph. Usually athletes, they have, you got to have a pretty healthy ego to do that job. They usually have a big, major signature, and Baker's is so tiny. Deshaun Hamilton and the Broncos. Christian Kirk comes up for the AZ Cardinals. Ronald Jones, probably one of the better relics I've seen for the Buccaneers, at least out of playbook. That's a very solid relic for them. Now, our two super cool hits, the Nexus booklet to 10, which you don't hit every day, comes out for the Vikings. Skol. Look at that. Dalvin Cook, Thielen, and Diggs. Very cool. Again, a little bit of imperfections on, the edges and here and there, but nothing you're going to lose your mind over, I don't think. And then our nice vault for Sony Michel to 10. And this is a handsome fellow indeed. And I like that it's the horizontal orientation because all the others that I've pulled have been vertical, at least that I remember they were vertical. So kind of liking that, kind of digging Sony being horizontal. All right, kids, that is playbook. So we're going to be going into contenders. Jason, I'm catching up on chat here for a second, guys. Jason, they do make top loaders that will go for those vault cards. I think they make one touch for them as well, but they definitely make top loaders. I probably have some, but the problem sometimes is the sleeves, and I don't know if I currently have sleeves for that or not. If you want to send me a message on eBay, I can tell you whether or not I still have any of that in stock. I buy some of that stuff at the local card shop of the, kind of random sizes of things, because occasionally you guys will ask or want one or need one. And if you do, then I just put it back out to you at what I paid for it, and then whatever it cost, for PayPal to receive the money. So even if I don't have it, if the local card shop has it, then I could still get it for you. So if you want it, Jason, you shoot me a message and we'll talk about it further from there. And Corey, you were in, after you left Alaska, you got snowed in Arizona. That's funny. Well, Dustin, I'm glad you're new. I didn't realize you were new tonight. I would have welcomed you. Sorry about that. But I'm glad you had fun and we pulled something good for you. So hopefully we will see you again. Hi, Jordan. And guys, Buckeye's here too. Hi, Buckeye. Making us jealous talking about it being 82 degrees in Florida. What in the world? All right, so you have had a chance to read this now. If you jumped in after we started, you didn't hear me read through it all, but that's why I've had it on the screen while I was catching up on chat. So by now, everyone should be squared away. If you do have questions about any of your shipping dates or other information that you saw there, please just hit me up and let me know. We are going to open a 12-box case of 2018-19 Contenders basketball. It's a full case break. It's break number 3. Our others have been half cases, so this is the first time we're digging into a full case of Contenders. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And of course, it also ended tonight on eBay 2nd of January, format you're already well aware of, with teams on one side, bidders across from it. And let's get rolling. Let's see what we can find in Contenders. So next week, we do, if the calendar holds, we are going to have a new basketball release next Friday. Nothing news coming out the rest of this week. Nothing news coming out Wednesday. But Friday of next week, the 11th, we're supposed to have, and I always say supposed to because Panini's notorious for changing their dates on things. But provided they don't change their dates, we would have Dominion basketball on Friday. You might remember that one from last year. It was a new product last year. And then Contenders football. Whoop, whoop. I like that plan. You know I love my Contenders. Corey, you said they're telling you it's the worst snow in years in Arizona. Well, Corey, I tell you what, snow follows you around, man. It didn't want you to be homesick for Alaska, I think is the thing. So it just said, hey, man, Corey's down here now, so we're going to snow on him so that, he feels like he's at home. I think that's the plan. Mother Nature's just trying to make you feel at home, Corey. That's all. That's all. Basketball is right now. We are headed into it right at this moment. You see, that's what this is. That's what we're working on. Or did you mean the jersey? If you meant the jersey, we already broke that. So, Saja, I'm not sure if you're asking me about this Contenders basketball that we're doing right now, or if you were asking me about the basketball jersey, which, of course, we already broke. So you could be asking me about that. I don't know. If you can clarify that, we can get you answered. So, Corey, you're out of here. All right, man. Well, we will catch you the next time. Bracket Bingo is here. Looking for a 1 of 1. We got to find you a 1 of 1. That is a very, very specific Mojo request, and we'll try to fill it. Oh, no, Football Contenders is actually not out yet. Football Contenders, well, it came out at retail, like mid-December, but only at retail. The hobby version of Contenders football will be out next Friday, the 11th, provided that there's no change in release date. You guys know Panini's notorious for changing their mind on stuff, so it's always possible that they could move that date. But as it stands right now, it would be Friday the 11th for Contenders football. Atlanta, looking for Trey Young. Yeah, we've had pretty good luck finding some Trey Young along the way. Jay Allen, you got the Pelicans and the Nets. Okay. Let's see what we can do there. And, of course, this is 2 autographs per box, guys. And like Panini always says, it is quote-unquote on average. You know what that means. Sometimes it might get replaced by by a points card or something like that. But for the most part, we should find a couple of autographs per box. We'll find some inserts. I'm sure some numbered things. We'll kind of take an extra look at them the first time they go through and not as long after the first time. So these are whatever you want to call them. You can call them optic, you can call them chrome, you can call them prism, but they are the coated cards, which Panini would most commonly refer to as optic. They do refract, so they are going to be technically considered prisms. And if they're numbered, I will try and call out the number, and if they're not, we won't. That one, of course, is numbered. It's to 135, and it's really kind of more of a hollow foil almost on the numbered ones. The unnumbered ones are technically closer to what I would say is an optic feel, and the ones that are numbered are technically closer to what I would call the hollow foil. So for those of you who have had a lot of Panini cards in your hand, that probably clarifies it for you a little bit. Rookie of the Year Contenders, we're going to find plenty of that insert as well. They all have the sparkle type pattern on them, as do a few other inserts that we'll see. Looks like first blood tonight comes for the Suns. And that is numbered 265. I thought it said 85, but it says 65 for Okobo and the Phoenix Suns with our first hit of the evening. So congrats to Phoenix, starting things off. Of course, we know you want Ayton, but we'll work on that. We'll find lots of these winning tickets inserts. That particular one was Larry Bird, as you saw for the Celtics, but there'll be all kinds of people on that. We'll find plenty of these most valuable contenders. That one's the Greek Freak for the Bucks. And again, most of those kinds of things, unless they're numbered, we won't stop on them going forward. We just are right now because it's our first box. This is to 199 for the Hawks, and it is hollow foil. Oh, Jay Allen already answered that. I just saw a couple cards come up and ask if everything ships, and Jay Allen was on it. Already answered it. I love it, man. Thank you. Helping me out. We have a cracked ice for the Wizards. Numbered 225, as all of our cracked ice is. That would be Mr. John Wall. So guys, it works like this. If there is ever a break where not everything ships, or there's a different bidding category, let's say that like all the veteran base had been separated out into its own category, so it wasn't going to ship with the teams, it would always tell you that in the listing description if it's my listing. So anytime if it doesn't say that, then you know everything's going to ship. Here's the guy that follows me around. Mo Bamba and the Orlando Magic. I pull that guy all the time. He's our second autograph out of this box. So as long as it doesn't say like such and such doesn't ship or such and such has its own bidding category, if it doesn't say any of that, then you know everything's going to ship. At least with my breaks. And the place it would say that, if you scroll down in the listing description to the part where it gives you the date and time of the break, and then it tells you the name and quantity of the product, Hall of Fame Contenders will find a bunch of those inserts too. It would tell you right under that, in that area, if there were anything that was, you know, different than the norm, in other words. Robert, that was your Mo Bamba, huh? For the Magic. Oh no, the Bulls. I'm reading back up. I read the wrong way. You had the Bulls and so you hit the jersey. Ah, cool, man. Yeah, Steve Kerr. Little Steve Kerr jersey. I know it is harder to hit the memorabilia, isn't it? When it's one, especially, because there's 30 basketball teams, so you got a 1 in 30 shot at it. It makes it a little more challenging. Of course, a lot of times we'll break stuff by the half case or the full case in memorabilia. We did a lot of that last year when those first came out. Now I've just got some odds and ends we're going to do as one box stuff, and then we may roll back into some half cases of jerseys somewhere along the way. Yes, couple cards. Thank you for helping me out on that one. Yes, Saja, it was Mo Bamba, second autograph out of the first box for the Magic, Orlando Magic. Yeah, the worst part of this is just getting it all out of the packs. Tell you what, that's what takes the longest in most breaks, isn't it? Except when you do Topps Jumbo and things where they wisely put 50 cards in one pack. Otherwise, yeah, we spend half our life just waiting for stuff to come out of the pack, it seems like. That is numbered to 199. D. Rose for the T-Wolves. Having himself a little bit of a resurgent season, I guess you could say. Maybe a little bit last season and this season, actually. John Wall's out for the year. Can you even imagine? It's just a 135 Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors. I mean, the kind of money they've got tied up in John Wall, it's such a tremendous amount of money. And guys out for the whole season. And then, who knows after that. And the biggest part of his contract hadn't even kicked in yet. Kicks in, I think, next year. And they need to add some pieces to build around him. But how are you going to do it when you're paying him that kind of money? I don't think they've got the money to add pieces to build around him. They're kind of in a mess up there in Washington. But you're not in a mess if you have the Portland Trail Blazers, because you got a nice little low-numbered card here to 10 with Nurkic for the Trail Blazers. I like seeing them come out to 10. So that's not too shabby for Portland. We have another Rookie of the Year contender, Jerome Robinson and the Clippers. Of course, I don't think, is there really a debate? Does anybody think Luka is not going to win Rookie of the Year? He would have to have just like an almost spectacular collapse, or somebody else would have to grow like 3 feet and increase their skill set by 10% to beat him. I just don't see how anybody but Luka is going to be Rookie of the Year. I mean, anything can happen. I shouldn't say that. Anything could happen, but he surely does look the part right now. We have a legendary contenders autograph, and it's David Thompson coming out for the Denver Nuggets, and that is numbered to 10. Another nice low-numbered hit. So we'll find, guys, obviously, in addition to our rookies, we're also going to find ourselves a handful of veteran autographs and Hall of Famers, retired guys, and maybe some active superstar types as well mixed in. And this is the Mavericks, but daggone it, it's not the Maverick you wanted. I saw that Mavericks logo, I got all excited. But it is Dirk Nowitzki, which is still a nice hit to 49 for Dallas. But when I first saw that Mavericks logo, I was like, oh, could we get lucky enough to hit Luka out of like box number 2? Well, not yet, but not too shabby to hit Dirk there. Jay Allen, you said they'd have to ban him from the NBA for him to lose Rookie of the Year. I'm telling you, I mean, somebody would have to like become kind of the combination of Michael Jordan and LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, like all rolled into one kind of overnight to beat him. Crazy stuff. Yeah, a couple cards. I think that's still a nice hit for Dallas. I mean, you don't pull a lot of Nowitzki, and it is numbered to 49, so I agree with you. I still think that's a solid hit for Dallas. I just know if you have Dallas, you're kind of hunting for one thing only. You know, Buckeye, I think even if he... Now, let's hope that he doesn't. I'm going to knock on some wood as I say that, but even if he were to have an injury of some sort, I think he's probably almost done enough even in this early part of the season. He might still win the thing. But, I mean, I doubt he's gonna... You never say never, but let's just say I think he's probably got very good conditioning, which means it's conceivably less likely that he would have an injury. Because he was overseas playing with those grown-ass men, you know. And most of our rookies came from college level, and they all collectively always talk about how hard it is for them to get used to the schedule and the grind and the physical component of it, building up their stamina and whatnot. I don't think Luka had that problem. Jay Allen, we are still trying to hit you a 1 of 1, aren't we? 5 is your lowest. We are still trying to work the mojo to find you a 1 of 1 somewhere along the way. So why not say we can try and find it tonight? Pelicans and Nets, right? Isn't that who you said you're looking for tonight? We'll see if we can make it rain with the Pelicans and the Nets. Enes Kanter. He's been complaining lately about not getting playing time with the Knicks. Sounds like he might be hitting the bricks for a new team before too long. Speaking of, every time I think my Steelers drama is going to slow down, it just somehow heats back up. Now we've got flipping Antonio Brown losing his mind to 199 for the Spurs, Paul Gasol. Yeah, so now they're saying they may end up trading Antonio Brown. I was like, oh, good grief. Why don't you just burn it down and start over? Because our team is a mess. To 99, that is Dennis Smith Jr. I don't know. I mean, we've got lots of good components, but I think some of these guys, they're just a little bit of a diva. For the Lakers, it is Mo Wagner. And that's numbered to 25, and that's about the saddest little autograph you're ever going to see. And it's just gotten worse. Like, it was bad when we started the season for Mo Wagner, and now it's just somehow inconceivably almost worse than it was to begin with. Hard to imagine. We'll find quite a few of these lottery tickets. They all have the kind of sparkle pattern there in the background. This one is Jaren Jackson Jr., who is, of course, a nice young rookie for the Memphis Grizzlies. And I guess that might be our first lottery ticket tonight. And we're in, what, third box? So, or something like that. So that gives you an idea of about how often they're going to come out for you. The Clippers have a hit. Looks like it's Jerome Robinson. Jay Allen, I do agree with you. That is probably worse than Jamon Moore, and I didn't hardly think anybody was worse than Jamon Moore, but that is a pretty bad one. Mo Wagner's, I mean. Jerome Robinson, Clippers. I think we can safely give the worst autograph of the year for football rookies to Jamon Moore and for basketball rookies to Mo Wagner. Front row seat, Kyrie Irving. Again, same deal with the sparkle pattern in the background. Unnumbered. And have we already found both of our autographs out of here? I guess we have. Mo Wagner was the other one. Yeah, so we have. All right, so we're 3 boxes down, 9 boxes to go. Yeah, a couple cards, like, I just can't even imagine that guy's signature is, like, that bad. And it seemed like when we started off the year, we at least got, like, a little bit of the M and a little bit of the W. They were still just one pen stroke, but you could see there was maybe a tiny bit of effort to delineate the M and the W. And these days, yeah, no, not so much. it's just, and that's it. So, whatever they pay him for that, it's probably too much. So, you know, we've talked on here before and at various points in the live streams about what's going to happen because they've stopped teaching cursive in schools. Like, what's going to happen to all these guys that never learned cursive when it comes time for them to sign their autographs? Is it all going to look like what Mo Wagner has and what Jamon Moore has? Because that's not too thrilling to me. And then I saw an article today that I didn't have time to read, but I saw in the kind of the headline or the summation or whatever, that somebody, some state, it wasn't on a federal level, but some state put a law on the books that took effect, I guess, what, January 1st, making cursive mandatory. And that everybody, and I can't remember the state though, but that everybody in whatever state that is has to be taught cursive by the 5th grade, I think it was. So maybe they're going to start bringing it back. I don't know. But if they don't, we're going to have some really terrible looking autographs in a few years. DeAndre Ayton lottery ticket for the Phoenix Suns. He's a guy we wouldn't mind seeing come out as an autograph tonight. Spark things up a little bit. Seems like he came out a little more earlier in the season, than he has been recently, for me anyway. In the early part of the year, we had pretty good luck with Ayton. In fact, we pulled his 1 of 1 out of draft contenders. But hasn't shown up as much in the more recent products. To 199, that's Ben Simmons in the 76ers. You know, Panini does that to us sometimes. They'll front load us with somebody's autograph a lot in the early products, and then they kind of disappear a little bit and harder to pull in the middle products, and then they'll come on strong again towards the end. They seem to have a little bit of a pattern going there. All right, this is numbered to 49, and it is for the Thunder. It's a finals ticket for Kevin Hervey and Oklahoma City. Maybe it was Ohio. Yeah, Buckeye, you might be right. It might. That sounds right when I'm trying to recall what little bit of that headline that I saw. I believe you might be right that it was Ohio that made it mandatory. I tell you what, Jay Allen, if they really do start signing autographs with an X or a check mark, like, would any of us be interested in collecting that? Like, I don't think so. Somebody would have to teach them. They have to go in and after they get drafted, give them a special class. Uh-oh. You better just hold on a minute, kids. Oh yeah, you know what's coming. You saw the edge of that, I think. I definitely see the edge of that. So let's just go ahead and take care of it right now. Now, I personally do not think that surface has any problem being in a one-touch without something, you can put it in there without needing a sleeve laying over top of it. But it does freak some people out if you put it in there that way. So this is numbered to 65 for Luka. And if you happen to be the Mavericks team owner on here, let me know if you're good with me putting it in the one touch just like this, or if you want the piece of plastic laying over it before I close up the one touch. For now, I'm going to leave it right like that until I see if our Mavericks team owner is here. As I said, I have never, ever, ever had a problem putting a card with that type surface in a one touch and having any damage to it. I mean, we put that Ohtani card in one, and it, guy had an offer of $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, whatever it ended up being. And it went in a one-touch, and it came back graded with a perfect 10 surface grade. So I personally have no issues putting that in there without anything in between. But because it does freak some people out, I'm going to see if our Mavericks team owner is in here to answer that question before I close up that one-touch. Numbered to 99 for the 76ers, it is J.J. Redick. Hi, Greg. You got here just in time to see that. That was quite a nice hit, wasn't it? Greg must have brought the luck with him when he came in the door. He brought the luck right along with him. So maybe our Mavericks team owner is not here. So, I don't know, guys. Personally, I think putting the sleeve in there causes more problems than not, because I think it can be, because you can't put the card in a sleeve and put it on there. You have to, like, split the sleeve and lay part of the plastic over it. For me, personally, I think that is a way worse decision than closing the one touch up the way it is, but we'll see if anybody comes in to claim it. If not, we'll close it up as it is, but then wait for the team owner to send me further instructions before I move it around and pack it up to ship it and all that kind of stuff. Jay Allen says that means we're going to get 3 redemptions and 3 points cards. You know what? I don't know that it would affect the redemptions that we get. We might well find a points card or 2 as a result of getting that, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll just let it slide without hitting us with any points cards tonight. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and close this up for right now, just because I don't like it sitting open over there. So I'm going to get it closed up, and then if you are the Mavericks team owner and for some reason you don't want it to ship in the one touch, or you have some kind of other requirement like, you know, the strange plastic requests that some people make, you let me know. It's not a strange request, it's just, to me, it doesn't serve any function, so I don't know. But anyway, there it is. And if you're the Mavericks owner and you don't want it shipped that way, you let me know. Numbered to 135, that is the Cavaliers' J.R. Smith. Couple cards, you saw a gold Luka somewhere last night, so that would have been to 10. That would be super nice. Legendary Contenders, this is Jerry Lucas to 25 for the Knicks, New York Knicks. And I'll tell you what, this is our second case of Contenders. We hit Luka in both. Our first case, we did it as 2 half-case breaks, 2 6-box breaks, but we did hit Luka in one of them. And then, of course, we hit him again right here tonight. So, so far, we're 2 for 2 with Luka and Contenders. Front row seat for the Blazers, Lillard. But yeah, I'd like to find the 1-of-1 Luka out of here for sure. Or, I mean, anyone. I like that one too. I like them all. But I would definitely like to see the 1-of-1. Oh, Saji, you think that means that all the rest of the teams are not going to get anything now because Luka came out? I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we'll still find some other good stuff in here. I don't believe we're going to be left holding the bag, because look at that. I see something else good in here right now. The Sacramento Kings with Marvin Bagley, your number 2 overall draft pick, and numbered to 10. So see, Luka's not holding us back. We're doing quite well so far with this case, in my opinion. I guess it's all relative. Depends on what team you have. Hey, here's a 1-of-1. A 1-of-1 alert. You guys were asking for a 1 of 1. But this one is the Oklahoma City Thunder. It is a printing plate for Dennis Schroeder and the Oklahoma City Thunder. So a nice little 1 of 1 hit to add to our collection. Yes, Ezekiel, we did have a lot of hits in the last case, too. You're right. We, in fact, we had 2 Marvin Bagleys in the last case as well. Both rookie tickets, the regular and the variation, came out of case number 1. It's a lottery ticket insert for Mo Bamba and the Magic. I mean, as a whole, I was very pleased with the first case, and thus far, I'm pretty pleased with what we've had out of this case as well. So, as long as it keeps rolling, we'll be in good shape. And we're not even halfway through yet. Not quite yet. This actually marks our halfway point. This box that's coming out right now, after we look through it, will officially be at the 6-box halfway point. Couple cards says this case is fire. Couple cards is liking it. Good. Oh, somebody doesn't like it though. Somebody clicked the thumbs down. Somebody's not happy. Well, it could just be actually they don't like me. Might not have anything to do with cards. That's usually the case. It's usually the people that don't like me. They'll be like, yeah, thumbs down. I had one guy, I never figured out who it was, but I had one guy that must have gotten mad about something at some point. Because like every night for a while, he would come and click thumbs down. Maybe it's the same guy. Maybe he's just like, maybe he's come back. Maybe he just took a break and can come back again. Who knows? Who knows? Alrighty. Let's see what we have in our halfway point box number 6 of 12. A lottery ticket for Michael Porter Jr. and the Denver Nuggets. If I can manage to get the sleeve opened up there. And lots and lots of base in here, and there's, you know, the bases. There's another breaker. I break with him sometimes myself. He always calls the base contenders cards in both football and basketball. He refers to them as firewood because there's so many of them, right? And just like and so much of it is opened. On top of the fact that there's a zillion of them in every case, there's also a zillion cases opened. So, being as plentiful as it is, he always refers to the base tickets and, you know, rookie season, whatever, tickets and contenders as firewood. Aw, J. Allen, thank you. That was very nice. J. Allen says he put a thumbs up in there to cancel out the other one. Toronto Raptors, that is numbered to 99. You have a legendary signature with Jalen Rose. Now, there's a guy you don't pull very often either, by the way. So, if you've got Toronto, pulling little Jalen Rose is not too shabby, by my estimation. I just wish, you know, we've talked about this before, we all wish they had a few more autographs in each box, but the ones they do put in to contenders are usually pretty solid. So, Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker on a front row seat insert. One of my UK guys. He's actually, you know, Devin Booker's plays well. He's doing well. He just, they can't, I don't know what it is down there in Phoenix. I think it's like a chemistry thing. Somehow they have all this talent and they can't quite seem to pull it together into results. I'm not entirely sure what happens down there, but it's like every year they get these great individual talents and somehow still lose 1,000 games. They play 1,000 games, and yet they lose 1,000. It's to 135. It's Paul George in the Oklahoma City Thunder. But you got to think for young kids like Devin, any of those young kids, that's got to be so hard to go in and just lose all the time. Well, it's hard for anybody, but especially I would think being a young kid. So I feel bad for those Phoenix Suns. The Spurs have got themselves a hit with Lonnie Walker on a rookie ticket. I thought for a while he was the flat earther, but one of you corrected me and said, no, he's the one that thinks we're living in the Matrix, but like the movie The Matrix. I thought he was, you know, with Kyrie and the flat earth camp until one of you corrected me. I knew it was something kind of interesting because I remember him talking about it. It was either at the Combine that he talked about it, or it was in Summer League where they were interviewing him, but somewhere along the way, somebody got in a big discussion with him about it, and it was kind of funny. Oh, Jay Allen, you're getting bummed out by this case. You said losing all the time is bad, LOL. Hey, man, we got a ways to go yet. We got a ways to go. Try to find you some Pelicans and some Nets. If you had the Nets, your rookie is Musa, right? Is your Nets rookie. Who's your Pelicans rookie? Why am I blanking on who your Pelicans rookie is at the moment? I can't think who it is. I was going to try to like specifically think of your rookies' names and like try to channel them. See if I can create some mojo for you, Jay Allen. But I can't think of who it is for Nola. Oh, Dustin, you said Lonnie Walker is a goofball. Yeah, no doubt. Greg, I don't know who. That's what I'm saying. I can't think who the rookie is for the Pelicans. Musa is the rookie you'd be looking for the Nets. I mean, that's if there's one in here, it's probably going to be Musa for the Nets. But I just can't think who it is for the Pelicans. A redemption. Jay Allen called it that we'd find some. There is one. So if you haven't done a break here before, here's what happens with those redemptions. I set them right there. We call that the housekeeping area. That's where things stay that either have to be given out by way of random or if they've got more than one team on them. If it's redemptions, etc., they all set up there in the housekeeping area. Then at the end of the night, we flip all the redemptions over at one time and then go to the Panini website where we verify the team and find out what it's going to be numbered to. And usually, you know, we know the team and stuff, but still, we put it up on the screen so everybody can see it and we all know what's what. There's another Jaren Jackson lottery ticket for the Grizzlies. Somebody hit the big lottery, by the by, on New Year's Day. So our lottery dreams have been dashed once again. Someone in New York hit the, well, I don't even remember what it was up to, 400 and something million, I think. Maybe something like that. Ezekiel, you need Bulls and Rockets mojo. All right, my friend. We'll see what we can do that. Yeah, see, Jay Allen, I'm with you. I don't know who their draft pick is. I thought you'd know, though, because it's your team in here tonight, man, but I can't think who it is. Cracked Ice makes another appearance, finally. It is De'Aaron Fox to 25, front row seat, Sacramento Kings. Jay Allen, you got to go to bed, too. Yeah, it is getting late for you. That 5 a.m. is way too early for my eyelids to be checking out daylight, so I don't blame you on that. But the 9:30 start time's better for you a little bit, though, I think, hopefully. I mean, I guess not a lot, a half hour, but every little bit counts, maybe. For the T-Wolves, you have got an autograph for Josh Okogie, which I'm quite sure I pronounced wrong. But nonetheless, that's yours. If you've got if you've got Minnesota, you have a nice autograph, hard signed, headed your way. That's for the Warriors. A little Steph Curry insert. And what else is here, kids? I guess we already found both of our autographs in this box. That's numbered to 99 for the Blazers. It is a finals ticket for CJ McCollum. All right, what do we got left? 5 boxes left and a redemption. I don't know if Tony Carr is with them or not. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that at all. I guess I should, but for whatever reason, I didn't retain anything about the New Orleans rookie this year. So it must be somebody that I wasn't super familiar with coming out of college, and so it just didn't stick for some reason. Buckeye, you've got to head out yourself. All right, friend. Well, we'll see you tomorrow, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, so maybe you're thinking that maybe if they, I don't think they would have cut him though, right? I mean, the worst case scenario, wouldn't he be whatever they're calling it these days, G League or D League? Which are they calling it? D? D. Well, no, it was D. Maybe it's G now. Whatever. Developmental League. Whatever we're calling it. I think we're calling it the G League for Gatorade. Gatorade sponsoring it, right? So I would think at the very least he would be there. I don't think they would cut him totally for his only draft pick, I hope. Couple cards. The last autographs. We had one for the T-Wolves. We had Lonnie Walker, but I don't remember if he was technically next to last or if he was farther back than that. But Lonnie Walker for the Spurs and Okaji for the T-Wolves are the last two that I remember myself. To 135 Bradley Beal Wizards. But I do recap it, a couple cards, so we will recap it all at the end, of course. Front row seat, Jason Tatum for the Celtics. That is numbered to 199, Kawhi Leonard, Raptors. He's just hanging out, waiting to get to Los Angeles. You know he's not going to stay up there in Toronto. I bet you they could offer him more money than the Lakers, and he would still be like, that's okay. That's okay. I think I'm going to LA. I don't think he wants to play anywhere but Los Angeles as soon as he's a free man. At least that's the writing on the wall, would seem to be. We might potentially have us another pretty cool hit coming up here in a minute if that is an autograph and not just an insert. Colin Sexton for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, the redemption bracket bingo. Right on. So the redemption might have been between Lonnie Walker and the T-Wolves. See? It's sitting right there, and I still like zoned out and thinking, what was the last one? Well, you know I'm prone to do that. I don't always remember the order they come out in and have to double check and think about what's there. It's a hazard of looking at thousands of cards every day between breaking and sorting and shipping. There's a little selective memory. Sorry, kids. Hacking cough decided to join the break. Residual of my illness. Yes, we did have ourselves another fun little hit there. If you've got Sacramento, I'm a little jealous right now because you have a nice De'Aaron Fox here to 99. You already pulled the Marvin Bagley. I think you're rolling on quite well if you've got Sacramento tonight. 76ers are involved with Landry. Nice. Landry Shamet to 25. Even nicer. A lot of times it seems like we pull Zaire Smith for the Sixers, but Landry's probably who you'd rather have, then there he is, and to 25. So Sixers, you had to sweat it out a little bit, kind of cruising down here towards the end, but you pulled it out. 4 to go, 8 completed. I tried to buy an extra case of this last week before everybody left on the holiday. You guys want to know what they're asking for it right now? Yeah, $1,800. Yep, $1,800. Shameful. Because they have it. They still only paid the regular price. They just, you know how they are with the allocations. They always hold some back. They never give you as much as you ask for, and then they keep a big bunch of stuff that they think is going to be hot, and then they mark it up, and somebody always buys it, which is why they keep doing it. But yeah, it was $1,800. It's probably up again from since then to now. $1,800. Crazy, crazy. And I haven't even checked like the online retailers. They may even be higher than that. Who knows? Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Hopefully, we need to find some more cracked dice. We've only seen, what, 2? I think we're due a little cracked dice. Well, there's at least something for New Orleans. It's Jrue Holiday on the optic parallel, or what I'm calling the optic parallel. So at least it's an insert. Anyway, maybe headed in the right direction. Jerome Robinson, Rookie of the Year contender for the Clippers. But he's not going to get it. Jerome Robinson, I hate to tell you, brother, but you're not going to get Rookie of the Year. Number to 199, J.J. Redick, playoff ticket, 76ers. A lottery ticket for my man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, playing for the Los Angeles Clippers. We have a hit for the Jazz. You know what? We really have not pulled very many autographs of the Tripper this year. The Tripper must not have signed all that many, but he signed this one. And that is that on card? Yeah, it is. I had to feel, I was like, sometimes those stickers blend in. It's in a sleeve, so it's okay to rub over it. But it is hard signed. Grayson Allen for the Jazz on the optic insert, or what I'm calling optic. They probably call it Optichrome in here. It's the exact same as optic. They just want to call it something different so that it doesn't get confused with their regular optic product. We have ourselves a legendary signature coming for the Pacers, and it is Steven Jackson to 25 for the Indiana Pacers. How's Donovan Mitchell doing? Not Donovan Mitchell. Grayson Allen. How is Grayson Allen doing? Is he playing any at all? I mean, where is he even? Is he in the G League, or is he up on the team? I haven't heard anybody say anything about Grayson Allen. And I haven't watched the Jazz play. This is to 135. Speaking of, that is Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz. So I don't know. He must not. He's definitely not making a lot of noise, or I'm sure I would have heard that. But I haven't personally watched. I don't guess I've watched the Jazz play all season. As a matter of fact, hang on a second. I feel like something was stuck behind. I just want to look. No, I guess there's not. I don't know. One of them felt like something was stuck behind it, but I suppose it wasn't. Like that one in the mixer the other night. I was like, hey, where's our other autograph? Yeah, you guys, it was on the front of the jersey card. Oh, yeah, I missed it. Well, we're not done yet. You can't give up on. You guys give up so early. There's still boxes to look through. Don't give up yet, guys. You still got 1, 2, 3 boxes and a redemption to look at. So don't give up yet. That's the moral of the story. Never, ever count yourself out until we've looked at the last card and flipped over the last redemption. Gotta hold out that hope, man. There's still, yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of time to find something. Plenty. And this has been a pretty good case so far, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could also end up finding your tray in here. Sorry, guys. To 199 CJ McCollum. FYI, I do not cough on my hands. Only cough either onto my shoulder or into an elbow. Not onto my hands, so you don't have to worry about that. And I'm not contagious anyway. Because they've had me highly medicated now since, what, New Year's Eve? Is it New Year's Eve? I think. Or maybe the day before. This was the day before, Sunday. Whatever day I went to urgent care, they gave me loads of medicine, and then I got more medicine on Monday. So I'm not contagious either way. It's just yucky to listen to, that's all. Front row seat, Kings. And there's a Dwayne Wade for the Heat with a little winning ticket insert from Miami. Yes, it seems crazy that we're already into 2019, doesn't it? Football's almost over. It always makes me sad when football's over. Well, I mean, you know, we got playoffs and Super Bowl left to go, but regular season football is in the books anyway. And goodness knows my Steelers are on the shelf. Mo Bamba lottery ticket magic. So I haven't quite, I guess I'm just going to kind of root, I don't know, maybe for the Chiefs now that my Steelers didn't even make it to the playoffs. I might pull for the Chiefs. A second redemption goes up into housekeeping. So a pair of possibilities hanging out there for those of you who have not yet found what you're hoping to find in here. Cavaliers with an insert, LeBron James. Guys, note that some of these things like that, if LeBron is on an insert or whatever as a Cavalier, then he's going to go the Cavaliers, which is, of course, what he was there. Some cards he's on as a Laker, okay? Like right there. So when he's on the card as a Laker, he'll go to the Lakers. When he's on the card as a Cavalier, he'll go to the Cavaliers. I mean, I think that's pretty standard. I imagine everyone knows that, but just to make clear so there's no confusion, that's how it works. We have an up-and-coming for the Wizards. It is numbered to 25, Troy Brown Jr. Greg, what are you booing, man? You guys picked up that bad habit from Scott. I'm assuming you're booing the redemption, but I don't know for sure. Not 100% sure. That's just my theory. All right, we are now on our next to last box. Number 11 of 12 coming out of the wrappers right now. Oh, you're booing the Chiefs. Okay. Well, all right, that's legit. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got their favorite teams, so that's cool. I understand that. I just like watching them play. I love watching Pat Mahomes play. So I'm fine with, I mean, there's any number of teams I'm fine with. Actually, I hope that Nick Foles plays well too. I hope Lamar Jackson plays well, which I almost can't even believe I say, because that's my big time conference rival, the Ravens. But I've been kind of enjoying watching Lamar play too. So I just want something that'll be interesting that isn't the Patriots again. Tired of watching the Patriots in the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. I'd be fine with the Rams or Chargers. I don't really, I mean, they're okay, but I don't have as much fun watching the Chargers. This is to 135, the big man, Carl Anthony Towns for the T-Wolves. Greg, you said anybody but Tom. I know you don't like Tom Brady. Oh, Lillard. Blazers. MVP contenders with the Dame. Very nice. Numbered to 199. I like that very much if you have Portland. I think everybody knows the deal there. He was an Upper Deck exclusive athlete, actually since his rookie year. But they loaned him out to Panini his rookie year. They let him sign autographs, and I don't remember how many products, but it wasn't a lot, maybe 3 or 4 of them. Upper Deck, Panini paid Upper Deck a fee, and they allowed him to sign in 3 or 4 of their products. And then after that, no more until that Upper Deck deal expired, and then Panini signed him last year. So there was a big break in time where we didn't have any Lillard autographs. So nice to have him back in the fold. I wish we'd pull Charles Barkley, man. We did pull him out of, Noir maybe. We pulled him out of one of the early products he was in, the best I recall. But then we haven't seen hide nor hair of his autograph since then. I would like to find Sir Charles another time or two. There's a Trae Young lottery ticket. So, hey, at least you've got a Trae Young insert. I know it's probably not exactly what you're looking for, but at least we have you that much with Trae so far. Still got a little bit to look through, so maybe moving in the right direction. And in fact, we are moving in the right direction, because there's the Atlanta Hawks with an Amari Spellman autograph, numbered to 199, up and coming. See, told you, gave up too soon on your Hawks. There they are, coming out to give you a little hit here in the next to last box. Greg, it was Noir? Okay, I thought it was for Charles Barkley, but you guys are often way better than me at remembering specifically what came out of what product. You all are generally more reliable to remember than I am. So, thank you, Greg. All right, it is last box mojo time right here. Let's work it. Try to find the big hit. Well, we've actually already found the big hit, haven't we? I mean, kind of, with Luka. Let's find another big hit. Let's find, like, Ayton or Trae Young or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't know. Somebody with Kevin Knox. Somebody we haven't pulled yet. Let's hope we find one of them in here. Or a Pelican or a net for Jay Allen, of course. I just want it to be good, whatever it is. That's all. I want it to be something good. Oh, you said maybe not? Maybe it wasn't out of Noir? All right. Well, I can't really remember, but we did hit Charles Barkley in something, I'm pretty sure. You got your Shai Gilgeous-Alexander today. Very nice. It's always good when the mailman brings you something. To 199, that's Lonzo Ball and the Lakers. I would think that the mail should be getting back to a little faster delivery too, because some stuff seemed like it was really taking a long time there towards the holidays, which it has a tendency to do. So I think if I can just get myself caught back up from being sick in the holiday, we'll be back in good shape because they seem to be delivering pretty quickly. Numbered to 65, Michael Porter Jr. You know, I like that hit for the Nuggets. And I guess if that kid comes out, you know, comes back solid, then that could turn out to be a pretty good little hit there in the long run for the Nuggets. One would hope. And, oh, it is Jay Allen's Nets. Look at that. We did conjure it up for him. How about that? Right there in that last box. The second autograph out of the last box is his rookie for the Nets, Musa, to 65. And he already gave up and went to bed. I know. He probably went to bed like all unhappy and in a bad mood because he didn't hit. But he doesn't know that he really did. A lottery ticket for Marvin Bagley and the Kings. Oh, Saja, you didn't like your hit for the... I thought you'd be happy that you got an autograph for the Hawks, but that did not make you happy either. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about that. Jay Allen, you did change your mind and say, well, look now then. Yeah, you did. Saja hit an Atlanta Hawks rookie. You got an autograph. That's why I don't know. That's why I'm saying I don't know why you're unhappy about it. I mean, you hit your Hawks autograph, but I don't know why that is bad. But but anyway, all right, guys. So we have got just the back part of this box to look at, and then we've got our two redemptions there that we'll flip over and verify. And this is numbered to 135. It's Dennis Schroeder for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And we have a front row seat for Dirk Nowitzki. Then I'm anxious now to know the redemptions myself. I really kind of want to know who they are too. We're really speeding through these last few base cards because I want to see those redemptions myself. I don't cheat. I don't look at them ahead of time either. I flip them and look at them at the same time you see them. So your guess is as good as mine who we've got. But let's find out. Let's see what we've got. If I could get the sleeve open, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? All right, first up, it is Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is, oh, is he a Knick? Is he the Knicks? I'm not going to write it on there yet because I'm not 100% sure if that's right. We'll have to, of course, we're going to look it up on the Panini website anyway. But that is the rookie variation playoff ticket for Mitchell Robinson, which might be a Knick, but I wouldn't totally swear to it. And our other one is Vincent Edwards rookie season ticket. So let's get ourselves over here to the Panini website, which I believe I've got to load up again where I closed that browser earlier. So give me 1 second to do that. Usually I have that up and running, which I did tonight too, but as you might recall from the first of the break, the browser got hung up, froze up, and we had to close it and start over. So, did I switch your view yet, or did I leave you stuck where you are? I left you stuck where you are. I hate when I do that. Now I can bring you along with me. I left you set for a minute. Sorry. Didn't mean to. All right, we are doing contenders. And the card set for this is the Mitchell Robinson we're going to look up. This is rookie variation playoff ticket, card number 129. Rookie variation playoff ticket. There we go. All right, so Mitchell Robinson is the Knicks. I thought he was, but I wasn't 100% sure. So he is, and it is going to be numbered to 35. I like that. If you've got the Knicks, you like that too, I imagine. I know you probably wanted Kevin Knox, but At least you don't go home empty-handed. All right, I labeled that one up. We're now going to look up rookie season ticket number 136, Vincent Edwards. So let me get us changed up here. And Vincent Edwards is a Houston Rocket. And it's unnumbered, guys. That's why that field right there is blank. If that were numbered, it would tell us, just like it did there for the last one, what it was numbered to. So since it is blank, then we know it's just an open edition, unnumbered kind of deal on that redemption. All right, kids, let's recap our contenders break here. After the recap, for anybody who might have missed it, I will put up one more time spreadsheet info of what we're breaking in the days ahead, and also spreadsheet info about when you can expect tonight's breaks to ship and all that jazz. All right, so we have a redemption, Vincent Edwards and the Rockets. We have a Mitchell Robinson redemption for the Knicks. That was the variation. It'll be numbered to 35. This is numbered to 65. It's Musa for the Nets. Then we have a little Michael Porter Jr. to 65 for the Denver Nuggets. For the Hawks, it is Omari Spellman to 199. The MVP Lillard to 199 for the Portland Trail Blazers. Troy Brown Jr. to 25 for the Wizards. And we have a little Steven Jackson to 25 coming out for the Pacers. And here's the tripper, Grayson Allen, on the Optichrome insert, unnumbered but hard signed for the Jazz. Landry Shamet to 25, 76ers. De'Aaron Fox, love that kid, to 99, Sacramento Kings. Okaji, T-Wolves. Lonnie Walker for the Spurs. Jalen Rose, I actually think that's kind of a cool hit. That's numbered to 99, and it's the Raptors. Marvin Bagley, up and coming, fantastic hit for the Kings, numbered to 10. I think this is a nice little hit too, numbered to 25. I forgot we hit this for the Knicks earlier, and that is Jerry Lucas. Then you have numbered to 49 for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Kevin Hervey. Rookie ticket, Jerome Robinson for the Clippers. An up-and-coming Mo Wagner to 25 with his sad little autograph for the Lakers. Numbered to 49, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. Next up, numbered to 10, another legendary contender. This one is David Thompson, also the Nuggets. Mo Bamba came out for the Magic. We got things kicked off with Okubo to 65 for the Phoenix Suns. But let's not forget our little crowning achievement tonight. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, isn't it? Numbered to 65, there's your man, Luka Doncic. Yeah. And if for some reason you don't want it to ship in this one touch, if you have Dallas and you don't want it to ship in the one touch, because I am aware some people get freaky about having cards ship in a one touch if they have a mirrored type surface, please just send me a message and let me know. I will gladly put it in a regular top loader for you. But because it is a really nice hit, I have it in a one touch that's on the house. So if you want it in that, you don't need to do anything. If you don't want it in that, please send me a message and I'll take it out and it won't ship that way. All right. So then Chris J. Cowboys. Oh, this is your first break. Well, welcome. Glad to have you. Did we have any luck for you? You know, I'm the worst about remembering who has what team. That's why these guys remind me who they want their mojo for all the way throughout the break, because I'm terrible about remembering specifically who has what every night. So I hope that we had a little bit of luck for you, but I'm definitely glad you found us and hung out with us tonight. All right, so this is our upcoming breaks. This is the stuff that's listed on eBay that we're going to be breaking over the next several days. And of course, I already mentioned this before, but I'll keep mentioning it for probably at least another week or so. We have started at 10 o'clock Eastern for probably a year or more, and we're going to kick that back to 9:30 and see how that flows for a while. We may leave it there for the rest of the year. We might move it at some point in the summer back further. But for now, our new start time is 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. So tomorrow night we'll open an autographed baseball jersey, an 8-box case of Bowman's Best Baseball, and a 16-box master case of Revolution Basketball. So that is 2 8-box enter cases combined to make our master case that we'll be opening tomorrow night. On Friday, we'll open a half case of TriStar autographed mini football helmets. That's the back half of the case that we started last night. Another a 4-box case of Bowman Draft Baseball Jumbo. That's actually going to be the start of a new case. On Saturday, we're just going to open one thing. It'll be a 12-box case of Optic Football. Sunday, we're going to try a little Onyx Premier Gear Baseball. That one, guys, is listed as a player break, so it's not going to be listed by team. You're going to be listed looking for the player's name for bidding purposes. We'll also open a 10-box case of Leaf Best of Football. And in that break, the redemptions have their own bidding category. The reason is that's, of course, a buyback product, so it doesn't typically have redemptions. But they have apparently inserted some redemptions this year that you can end up getting packs with some of the redemptions or unopened boxes with some of them, maybe even some memorabilia. So the redemptions, I don't think they're going to come out with any regularity. I think they're kind of rare. But if we were to pull one, it's going to go to its own bidding category there, which it does note in the description for that item as well. On Monday night, we'll open a triple play baseball box from Hit Parade. Got 3 autographed items in it. It's a baseball, a jersey, and a photograph. We'll do another 8-box case of Playbook football, which I think might be my last 8-box case of Playbook that I have on hand that I remember. And also on Monday night, we're going to roll ourselves through another 12-box case of Contenders basketball. So we'll take another crack at it on Monday night. Once again, shipping, guys, I realize this is a slight bit slower projected out on the paid shipping breaks than normal. And I do apologize for that. But between the holidays and being sick for like 5 days, I found myself not moving as quickly as I would have liked. I'm a little behind. If I can get it out to you faster than Monday, absolutely I will. But it should be no later than Monday. Playbook and Contenders should be on the way to you. The free shipping break, which was the basketball jersey, anytime I have a free shipping break, I'm going to project it out the door no later than a week after the auction. Most times it goes sooner, but it would go no later than Wednesday the 9th. Consolation cards, if you were in the basketball jersey break, your consolation card I would typically hold on to until the next time you have a package going out, simply because it is a free shipping break. I do keep track of it legitimately, keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. And so it would normally go with the next package. If you don't want to wait for that, you send me a message, let me know. We'll take care of you. The Playbook, folks, if you happen to get skunked in Playbook, that's a paid shipping break. Your consolation cards would ship out with the rest of the break. In Contenders basketball, every team definitely pulled some cards. We got a mountain of cards over here, so every team will have a package heading their way if you were in Contenders. So I think that is it for me tonight. Thanks, everyone, for joining. I am glad to have you here, and I hope that I will see you again somewhere down the road. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week. Oh, Chris, you had the Magic, so you got the Mo Bamba. Cool, man. He's been following me around. Like, I swear to you, I pull Mo Bamba out of almost everything. It's uncanny how often I have pulled Mo Bamba out of stuff this rookie season. I don't know if he comes out that much for everybody, but he comes out a lot for me for whatever reason. So anyway, I'm glad you had him. So thanks, everyone. We will see you the next time. Have a great night. Bye now.